Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. It is indeed a brand new day. I have not been out walkies. Oh my God, my heel. It was so bad yesterday, and it is not feeling very good today. So joy on that. At least I can get around in here. And it's wet, it's raining. I'm gonna go out walkies at some point, but no real need at this moment of the day. Thumbs up for that. And using the tablet rather than the webcam, because as much as I like the other camera, and I do, because it makes a sharp picture. It's lower resolution, but it's sharper image, whereas the tablet here is higher megapixels, but the image isn't as sharp. But I can't move that camera around and get the shots that I want to have the way I would like. And I was stuck for years and years and years with largely just static backgrounds, and I don't want to have that. And with the webcam, I'm not confined, but it's so much easier just to have it on that table, which just has the curtains behind me. And I like to shake it up, so thumbs up on that. Anyway, merry happy Christmas Day, it being the 25th of December 2024, as I am recording this. Yay! So, I'm not really going to go in depth or anything huge. It is just a holiday. I'm not really doing anything special myself. There may be something happening in the community center, in which case it's only 2 o'clock. It's usually around 4-ish if it does. So I'll find out if someone comes knocking on my door. But if not, then I'll just be here, and my Christmas decorations are the same thing I've had up since just October, and had up with the pumpkins on my bed with my plushies. So thumbs up. Hopefully you had an awesome Christmas day, no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what your customs. Definitely a good thing. And this is driving me nuts. This muscle right here on the very edge of my eyelid has been twitching for weeks now. And it's very distracting because it's right along the edge of the eyelid, so my eyelid is twitching. Oh, such is life. Now, the one last thing I'm going to really talk about, unless something pops into my head while I'm talking about this, that, and the other, I was just watching a video about AI, generative AI in art and the things that are happening with it. And the thing that I stopped watching just before I started recording was a section of the video, Is AI Evil? And as much as I hate generative AI as a plagiarism machine, as a demotivator for people to do things, as taking people's jobs and all this, AI itself isn't evil. It's the use of it that is bad. Are shovels evil? I wouldn't call shovels evil. But boy, you can use that as a pretty effective weapon and hack someone to death with it. Does that make a shovel evil? It's just a tool. It's what you do with it. So AI by itself, generative AI, not inherently evil. It is what you do with it that determines its use. Its use? Does that make sense? I understand it myself, but it suddenly was like, maybe that doesn't make sense. It determines its end product. So, not inherently evil, but shovels aren't inherently evil either, but to the person who was beaten to death with a hammer before that with a hammer, with a shovel, before somebody else used that same shovel to then bury their corpse in the woods, they'd probably call that a pretty evil shovel. But hey, thumbs up for that. But yeah, generative AI. I'm not a big fan. There's a lot of reasons, and it's mostly the way it's used, not any other reason. I mean, training it on copyrighted material and then not letting anybody know. I mean, nice and problematic. Yay! But past that, I have just been trying to take care of myself. I've been playing video games, I've been watching videos, I have been largely... I had falling asleep issues earlier. I mean, it really... I keep trying to check the time. I already know what time it is. Plus, one of my speakers is in the way of my clock, so by looking over, I can't see the time. And I keep looking over there anyway, and that annoys me to no end. But because I had these falling asleep issues, and I was out of bed at 6:30 this morning because, oh boy, pain-related insomnia is so much fun. So I had falling asleep issues just because of lack of sleep. But there's a lot of noise outside the window, so don't know if you can hear it, but it's traffic is fine, but there's a lot of people talking loudly. And considering I live in a place where there's a lot of people in a smaller area, that's going to happen. So I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. I'm saying, hey, it happens, and it's happening right now. You know, that's like being a social creature in a social environment. Yay! But I'm going to continue trying to take care of myself in every way that I can that is, well, a positive fashion. I need to keep active because being inactive is not healthy. Sitting is inherently unhealthy. For whatever reason, enough of your core muscles relax when you're sitting that it is unhealthy. Even if you get up and you exercise and you do it consistently, those times you're sitting down do harm. And it sucks. Especially for people like me, where I've got my back injuries and problems with my feet. Being up on my feet is, well, not always feasible, but sitting down, again, not inherently healthy. So thumbs up. Gonna be doing my best to go out and go walkies later, but gonna continue playing video games, watching videos, and trying to play one of my solo board games or solo RPGs. Martin Knight, the author of the D100 series, D100 Dungeon, and at least 2 books for D100 Space, has apparently come out with an 8th book in the D100 Dungeon series. Which, while that is a lot of books, the only book you need is the first one. All the other stuff is completely optional. Yeah, it adds rules, but they're optional rules. They do not, if you don't want to use those rules, it doesn't alter your game. It might add some other tables, but again, if you don't have those tables, it doesn't alter the base game. And the other things that are in are adventures. One book entirely is just, it's not quite choose your own adventure because it uses the D100 dungeon rules, but they still have like pre-generated rooms with pre-generated encounters inside of them. So it's kind of choose your own adventure in that you go, oh, okay, I want to go out this door, that's this room, you know, this number, so you go to that number, and then it shows you the room that you've walked into. So, pre-generated, but not choose your own adventure. Thumbs up for that. But yeah, I want to check that out, because I've got I've got six of the 7 books that I had known of in print, the 7th one in PDF, and I gotta check this out, and I'll probably get it only in PDF, you know, at the beginning of the year. So, hey, thumbs up for that. Again, you cannot play these games wrong, and as one of the authors of these books has even reiterated in a way that reinforced my own thoughts on that, is just interacting with the game is playing the game. Even if you only think about the game that you've bought, you are still interacting with the game as a philosophical concept, and so you are playing the game. Which sort of ties into a different way that I have mentioned that I've done a lot of world building, and I started off this world building for my solo RPG setting with trying to do solo RPG stuff, and then I branched off into just doing the solo RPG setting alone. But I'm still going to be doing the gaming, just for right now. That's all I've been involved in. Is I am still playing the game by world building. And when I talk about and think about how the one character, the one young Habani, by young, you know, he's like 20, 21 years old. I mean, like, not my age. For me, 20, 21 years old, you're young. So when I say young, that's all I mean. The young Habani, when I figure out his life and how he got over to the settlement of Tawathek and then ended up traveling down to the little tiny town of Nagrat in the Agranic forest, that's still playing the game. And if you get involved in any sort of creative endeavor like world building on your own or trying to think about plots and stories, that's all playing the game, even if it's not physically sitting down with a rule book and dice. You're still playing a game, even if you've never played an RPG, just by figuring it out. Thumbs up, you're engaging. Anyway, short video because it is Christmas Day. If you could, like, comment, share, subscribe, blatant engagement farming request, that would be very cool. Making sure to share, only of course with people that would enjoy watching an old man yammer on inanely about largely incomprehensible subjects. Thumbs up, thank you, greatly appreciated. And if you're a Patreon patron, you are beautiful and awesome. Whenever you look in the mirror, trust me, this is true. Even when you're not looking in the mirror. Without your help, I would be a more hurtin' monkey. I'm an American. I'm going to be a hurtin' monkey. But I'm up here rather than down here. And I appreciate that to no end. Greatly appreciate it. Thumbs up and thank you. And if you've left me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own way. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up or heart each one that YouTube allows, and I answer as many as my nerve compression. I had troubles Englishing again, which means situation normal. As many as my nerve compression will allow. Not as many as I would like, but at least it's as many as I can, so thumbs up on that. So yeah, I'm going to be taking care of myself for the rest of this Christmas Day. Hopefully you're going to be taking care of yourself for the rest of this Christmas Day. And if you're watching this on a day that's not the Christmas Day that I am editing, rendering, and uploading, well, whatever day it is, I sincerely hope that you are making it as good a day for yourself as possible. You deserve that. We all do. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. I can't remember if it was last night or this morning. I was stepping over my box fan on the floor instead of going around it for whatever reason with my left leg. lifted it up to go over the top, got it, the leg lifted up to the highest most position, and it cramped. And I had to stretch it out and stand on it to make the cramp from way up in my hip joint all the way down to my toe to make that go away. Getting old sucks. I don't know why I cramp up so easily. There you go. Yay. You take care.